If you don't know, it's Crow. Back on my alt account, we're gonna do some more World Boss. So last video we did the ultimates over here with the little red icons under their pictures. Today we're gonna do the other five. So you got SuGi, she's like the redhead stepchild of the Black Order. She doesn't have ultimate because she was not in Infinity War Endgame. And then you got the four, I call them the X-Men World Bosses. So getting started, when we did the ultimates, I should have showed this to you in the last video. When you go into the ultimates, you got the beginner mode and the normal mode, and then you got your ultimate mode. In ultimate mode, well, let me go past it. You clear one stage, like once you clear stage 1, you get stage 2, then stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, so forth, so on. Every 10 stages. So stage 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, you get a set of challenges. You have to beat it on 9 in order to unlock 10. You have to beat 19. You gotta beat the challenges on 19 in order to unlock 20. So forth, so on. That's on every single one of these ultimate bosses right here. SuGi doesn't have ultimate. That's why hers always says in preparation. So you got her beginner and her normal. In order to unlock these native tier 2s you see on the screen, all 10 of them, you have to beat their particular world boss and get their biometrics. So the original Black Order, including SuGi, all need 10. Thanos needs 20 biometrics, so you gotta beat him 20 times to get his. I'm probably gonna get this wrong. I think you need 10 for Quicksilver. I believe 10 for Cable. Scarlet might be 20. I know she's one of the more expensive ones. APOC might be 20. When you start off, you get Quicksilver. He's the first one you get. In order to unlock Cable, you have to do the challenges that Cable has. See if it'll let me look at it since I beat him already. No, it won't. Okay. So the challenges are usually stuff like beat him in 15. Challenges for Cable would be stuff like beat Quicksilver in 15 seconds. Level your Quicksilver up to 6-star. Can't think of. I think you have to use a certain person X amount of times. I can't think of all the challenges off the top of my head, but you'll see them. All you have is Quicksilver. You can click on Cable, go in, and it'll have right here where it says ready on my screen, it'll say challenges. You would hit it, and normally instead of popping this screen up, it'll pop up a list of challenges you need to do in order to unlock Cable. Once you unlock and beat Cable, Scarlet Witch will be the same way. She'll have a set of challenges to do to beat Cable. Beat Cable in 15 seconds, level them up, beat them with a certain person, stuff like that. So again, you go in, go ready. Right here where it says ready, it'll say challenges. You can hit the challenges. In this screen, instead of seeing this screen, you'll see a list of challenges you need to beat in order to unlock Scarlet Witch. And then same with APOC. So we're gonna go in. I did the 5. I did these 5 yesterday. Well, on the last video. So today we're gonna do SuGi. I'm back on my alt account just because I did alt account for the ultimate, so I figured I'd keep in line, do the alt account again. These guys don't have extra boosts and stuff like that. They're more or less just smash them in the face, move on with your day. Why not? Where's Thanos? Mr. Fantastic, because I need to level them up. It's Fantastic. Who else should I use, y'all? Shit, let's use Vision. Just because, alright, you see I don't even use this because it's got all my regular people. Super Giant is a villain, so we can still use the villain leadership. Did extra damage. You can see I'm taking all tier 1s. I'm not even taking tier 2 guys. I don't think it matters as far as the damage output, but either way, if you're not doing ultimate, world bosses are actually fairly easy. Ultimate's more for the harder built up rosters. Alright. Interesting fact, I do believe, I have to look it up, make sure I'm not lying to myself. I believe Super Giant and Star-Lord had a thing in the comics. You know, if you just want to interesting, don't need to know type fact for the day. Alright, there's old Purple Chin. You see I got a little boost, won't much for Thanos and Mr. F. So hers pretty simple. She does deal mind damage. She can't throw a lot of stuff out there. You're not really gonna see a whole lot. And again, these world bosses are fairly easy. Alright, so for the X-Men, the hardest part for the X-Men is beating them in X amount of time. Quicksilver usually probably the hardest one to beat. He's got one you gotta beat him in 15 seconds. It's ridiculous. In order to do it well, man, the best thing I can tell you is take some ignore dodge. So I'm gonna take Cable. Cable's leadership, ignore dodge by 50. So that help out. So at this point I'm just gonna look. Quicksilver is a hero, not a villain, so none of your support will help. Same with Scarlet Witch and Cable. They're all three are heroes, so no support will help, and your leadership abilities won't help. Who's got real good team up with them? Let's see. This is your team up screen if you've never looked at it. So on this screen is your activated abilities, which I don't have any activated right now, so there's none there. Slide over here. My current leader is Cable, so I'm gonna click him. Alright, so use Bishop because it gives me the energy, attack, and crit rate. Alright, yeah, so we use Bishop and Cyclops. I could have clicked on set team right there so I wouldn't have to scroll through here and look for one. There's Bishop. But I'm a dumbass sometimes and don't think. Alright, so on this screen for your strikers, again, they're not villains, so your +10 to super villains isn't going to work with them. Quicksilver, again, if you're trying to get them in less than 15 seconds, you need to take some ignore dodge with you. I don't feel it's really necessary with Quicksilver, or I mean with Cable's leadership, because he does give him 50% ignore dodge. But I'm gonna pretend like I'm not using that because you wouldn't have Cable at this point. I'm gonna slide on down. Somewhere on here should be some ignore dodge strikers. I think they give you like 10%, 20%. If you're doing it for the first time, you don't have a leadership, take 3 of them guys with you. That'll give you 60% right there, ignore dodge. Then at the same time, we're using Cable, who deals energy damage. So now I'm going to scroll through and look for some energy damage people. Damage, dodge rate, physical. Energy for Doctor Strange. Watch the rest of them at the bottom now and scroll all the way back up top. Energy. So all the energy is 8%, but we'll take it. Let's figure one out. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit his number 5. This is a big move. He does have a CTPE on him, so it helps with his damage output. Again, you wouldn't normally have Cable. Just take anybody who can deal damage. A fair amount of damage. Hit it with that ignore dodge on the strikers. 60% should help a lot. That'd be that one. So then Cable. These guys, again, they're fairly easy, especially without having ultimates. So on the side, you can see all defense, all resistance, 20%. Not a real big deal. Take Deadpool. He's looking kind of crazy. Again, Cable's a hero, so your support people are not going to help with that at all. We come in here. See, now activated, I've got Deadpool and Angel. I can actually just click on one of them. We'll click on Angels just because. Alright, so we'll go back. Activated. Click on Deadpool. And take Fury. He's not tier 2 anyway, so it wouldn't help. Alright, so you see it says increased damage to up to superhero types. Increased damage to up to super villain types. I ain't either one. I guess superhero would help. 10%, why not? Who would take Deadpool? So Deadpool's actually physical damage. We'll take him. Alright, all physical. What's going on, man? You want to say hey to YouTube?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. You can say hey. Recording a video for this game.
For the game.
I am. I'm recording a video for the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright. So Deadpool physical damage. We're gonna throw it at him. I said, these guys aren't too hard. You just gotta take damage into them, smash them in the face. Smash it in the face. Oh, he powered up on me. Getting away for him to get done dancing and smash him in the face. Literally all it is. Once you get to a certain level, all you're going to do is ultimates, because that's what drops your tier 3 materials. None of these other world bosses do. So your 4 X-Men world bosses and SuGi don't do anything for your tier 3 material. So if you're trying to grind tier 3, do not do these, because they're not going to help. Scarlet Witch. Again, she's a hero, so your support ain't going to help. Go Scarlet Witch versus Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch deals energy, so we're going to scroll through and find energy. All the way at the bottom. We've already been through this. Energy, 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 energy. Why not? Again, just like the other world bosses, not pain in the tail too much. She does have one move that shrinks you. That gets kind of aggravating. You don't do a whole lot of damage or easy to hit, etc. And you come in and smash her in the face, she doesn't even get a chance to do it. And these world bosses, the hardest thing with them is their challenges when you first unlock them. Quicksilver being the hardest, that's why you need that ignore dodge to get around Quicksilver. Alright, now for Apocalypse. Alright, so Apocalypse is a villain, so your support people will help right here. Take She-Hulk, Jean, and Coulson. Coulson supports hero allies, which is what Jean is. Jean's gonna be my damage dealer. She-Hulk being my leader for her 55% boost, I believe. And just like the other ones, just go in, smash them in the face, move on with life. Apocalypse on this game looks like he needs to be doing a makeup commercial, but you know, whatever. Definitely not the 90s Apocalypse I remember. Alright, there it is. Go in, smash him in the face. We're done. And if you do realize, all those world bosses on the right, the 4 X-Men, give you feathers. So if you are trying to earn feathers really badly, those world bosses would be a good way to do it. Alright, YouTube. Have a good one.